whole different understanding. Like, wow, how grateful am I, eh? Because this has been a journey of real searching and wanting, literally feeling, and mainly, with all the Enneagram of a number 2, mainly that's my prime, that maybe that's also what I was seeking and all that. But now to really come to the place that, like we said a couple of days ago, I am love. I'm love. This is who we are. And now we just get to demonstrate it. But we get to demonstrate it authentically, truthfully, raw, and knowing that it's going to be rejected. Because that's really the fear, what we spoke about. Because basically it's all about, allowing doubt and fear and everything else to stop us from what we're choosing and what is really deep down that we just need to explore more, So yeah, I love that now about love. Because you can't fall in love and you can't fall out of love. This is the very powerful, what I've discovered. Yeah. And then doing it to others and doing it with others is just, it's epic. It's like so much more, more meaningful, meaningful. Oh, I just can go on here. I can go on about this, but I'm going to stop because I got to tell you, it is epic. Let me tell you, it's freaking epic. Okay? Connection. Oh, it's just divine. I adore it right now. I mean, I just adore it. Yeah. Like, yeah. Like, I can just say, wow, now I understand. I wake up now like this. I go to bed like this. Everything I do is this. It is like, whoa. It's just epic. Like, I've always wanted to be in a state of just oozing like this love. What is this? Oh, everything. I'm telling you, it's just everything, experiencing everything like this. Yeah, it's abundance. It's just so much abundance. So yeah, thank you. Wow, that feels so good. I released a lot now.
That's funny.
I gotta tell you,
did I.
I release so much now that it's actually, I'm not holding back, you see. I'm not holding back. And I know it's overwhelming. I know it can be overwhelming. I know. But you know what? I've gone through too much. I've gone through too much to hold this back now. And I know it's going to be aggressive for others and they're not going to like it. Like they don't even like it if I'm happy. Who cares now? Who really cares? Because honestly, I'm not here to run around with what I'm feeling, what other people are feeling, because that was my whole life. Concerning what other people are feeling. Like, what do you think of me? What do they think of that? What would they like that? Would they be this if I do that? No. Now I understand. I understand now. But it had to go. I had to play with it a long time with. Yeah, I had to play. No, I actually had to more practice, and then play. Yeah, that's the more of the. Yeah, I had to practice, and now I get to play. Now it's just play for me. Like, you want to play with me? Come along. We'll go and we'll experience a ride that takes us higher and higher, baby. Because we are going higher and higher. It's just what it is. More, yes, please. Plus.
Yes, please.
And yes, please. And that's another thing. People go like, "What are you on about? Like, come on now. Like, get back to earth." I say, "Honey, I'm on earth. That's the beautiful part. It's heaven on earth now for me. That's what I prayed. That's what I practiced. That's what I had to, go through all the potholes, but no potholes here, baby, because it's just clear road for me. Clear path. I know my direction. I know where I'm going now. And you know what else? I know how I want to feel. That's the best part. That's the best part. I know what I want to feel. And I know what my heart's telling me. And that's all that matters. So you can come with all the whatever people, where they are. I can see where they are. There's no judgment. I can love you for who you are. I know where you are. It's okay, but it ain't going to stop me now. This is it. This is what I have to give to myself as a gift every day. Yes,
I got to mention here that while you were talking, Nikki, and you were talking about something releasing, I had
big time.
Yeah, I actually had the right side of my body all tensed up like crazy.
Yeah.
And and so something physical released there.
Amen.
At the same time as what you were talking about, as you were talking about.
Isn't it?
So it's kind of amazing.
I felt it.
Yeah.
I really felt it.
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm just becoming, natural. It's nothing abnormal, or what is that, or should I think about that, or should I work through that, or what is? No, I know. I just know now. I just know what I need to know. I'm not saying I know in the sense of knowing, but I'm just saying I know what I know at what I know in this now moment.
Yeah.
And I live like this now. I'm living like this. This is not just like, once in a while, or I'm just reading a book once. No, this is it. This is it. It's like
everything's rebalancing
naturally, literally.
Yeah.
And the people that
very
were
spontaneous and
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
It's like, wow. It is a wow, hey? It is a wow. Yeah. Because I'm very grateful, And I can also say unleash the greatness in us. I think this is where it's really getting interesting. Unleash the greatness in us. Yeah, the 3 Gs, To me, this is really coming up very much alive. The 3 Gs, yeah. And it's just, it almost like just letting everything that, just let go of everything and let it just come up as it comes. And then, work with whatever you're working in front of you. You know what I mean? Just work what's in front of you. Don't work what's behind you. Just work what's in front of you. And then just go along with that.
Yeah, like one thing at a time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Work with what shows up.
Just what shows up. And it's just clear, absolutely clear. Like it's a clear, clear. There's nothing for you to do than just see what comes up. It's fascinating. And it's so enjoyable. Because you see so much. What you haven't seen before. You see. And you see the potential in people. And you think, whoa, what's that? Yeah. So, yeah. Connections with others is so important, because who you associate literally is who you become. Yeah. You have to have people that want to celebrate with you, that want to support you, that want to encourage you, and want to bring the best out of you. I think that's the connection. Yeah, this connection of spontaneous just being. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Well, and I'm learning to trust that too.
Yeah, it's a
learning to trust what shows up.
Yeah, it's playful. You actually said the word. You said the word playful. You becoming playful. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to experience again. Mm, and only that's beautiful. I'm so happy. Like I feel so happy you out there and walking, and it's just, you know, Pascal's on the call, Jesse's here. I mean, it's like, come on now, let's go. It's like, where's this gonna take us? You know, it's an adventure, man. Like you don't know, you really don't know, but you know it's gonna be good. Yeah, you know it's gonna be good. That's the blessing part. Mm, so thank you. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. So, thank you.
So could we explore that that time element that you were just introducing, Jesse?
Yeah, and we've spoken it many times, and it's, you know, timing of things as creators, as we're going for things, wanting things, creating things, and the context in which that I heard it, so was in the context of a prayer, like praying for it, yeah, or wanting and wishing. And it was like it shows up, the answer is either yes, it's not ready, or I have something better for you.
Oh, wow.
And the comment about it in this story was the last two we have the most difficult with as humans.
Yeah, because
As our
our default
experience.
assumption is now.
Yeah.
Okay, that Jesse, you are so on target. Yesterday, I read the same thing about the three things, and no, honestly, I'm not joking. This is, I have to say, because this is like profoundly, like I'm holding myself together. So this was what I read, three things. When God, it wasn't a prayer, but it said about God. It said, three things he answers. No, not ready, like no, but it's not ready, you know, and I have something better. You know what I mean? It's like, so I came to this conclusion where I had literally a vision, I promise you, yesterday. You know, when a person closes the door, when he closes the door, another door opens. Yeah. You know, when you know you have to have that faith when somebody leaves, you know something's gonna get better, or someone closes the door, when he closes the door, something better. But to have that knowing in faith, that you know that when that has to go, you have to just know that in faith, it's something better. And if we can live like that in such a way that we're not doubtful, we're not in our head, we're not worrying, we're not trying to work it out, we just have that faith that God has something better. And honestly, when you go through very hard circumstances where you have been left and people have walked away, whatever, you know, heartbreak, when you can know that it, you know, you're gonna be okay, this knowing is this is very powerful, you know. Yeah. I just, yeah, because I read exactly the same thing yesterday. Yeah. And it really spoke to me, you know, and I went, oh, yeah. Because timing, that's the thing about your timing. It's all about the timing, you know. Like you think, wow, it couldn't get any better than this timing, you know. Yeah. Timing, it's time. Timing.
And
So all, thank you.
We find what we look for.
Yes.
We find what we're looking for.
Yes, we find what we're looking for. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, I got to share this now. I've come to know that there's there's a cosmic agenda for planet Earth, and that we're here to live that out on the planet right now. And tune with it, tune to it, and be it.
Absolutely.
You know, in the
100%.
fullness of experience, right?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, yeah.
Be in harmony with it.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
it. Harmony.
Yeah, sense what it is
Hello.
and harmonize to it. Yes.
Hey, hormone. Yeah. Harmony. Mm. Mm.
And it's through love.
Oh my God, thank you. There's it. You can, how you say this word, huh? You can go to it anytime, any place, anywhere, all the time. You know, it's not a thing of feel like it's just, you can tap it, like you just can go into it, like with yourself.
Mhm.
And it's
Love is how it communicates with us.
oh my God. And it's like, it's just like, like it just speaks. It just speaks. And you
Yeah.
go, yes, please. And then you think, oh, and you do things that you just feel so harmony and in peace with. And even when there's the competition, and just in life in general, when people are just like, you know, hard to get on with, you know, really honestly hard to get on with. I mean, I'm talking hard to get on with. It becomes like a wave. It's just like let it go, let it come back, and let it go, and again. And there's nothing for you to do than stand, like to stand, and don't be moved. Like love is become so rooted in me now that it's like I'm breathing it. Like I'm breathing it, literally. Like I'm inhaling, exhaling it, inhaling, exhaling. Like it's a state of my being now. It's like no matter if I eat, no matter if I walk, exercise, whatever I'm doing, whoever, whatever, thought, text, sharing, whatever, it's all in this manner. That's it. That's my connection. It's a connection that And you know what's even so interesting? It cannot be taken away from me. That's a beautiful thing now. That's where my strength comes now, because you cannot take this away from me. No, my dear. No.
Not when you're in the constant flow of life.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, nothing can take anything away from you.
Nothing. And I mean that. And I mean that. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, no matter how people respond, no matter how they interact, no matter what they do, what they don't do, how you would like, what you don't like, expectations, all of this is all illusional. It's all in what you thought, what you needed, but it's not, because it's not from other people. It's not from other people. It's you. It's you. It's you wanting you. Honestly, that's the best part. And then when that happens, you become so open to know that when it does come and you do connect with others, the timing couldn't be any more perfect, because it is the practice of being in this now moment of what you can say, it's been all worthwhile. Everything has been worthwhile. Thank you very much. To me, this is power. This is power, and this is truth. Yeah. No confusion. There's no confusion. There's no doubt. There's no overthinking it. No trying to scheme it out of something or squeeze it out from someone. Nothing. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is it. Couldn't be any more perfect than this. Wow. Wow. Just, I'm telling you, it's wow. And I couldn't share it with anyone else right now. What an honor. That's an honor. That's a real honor. That's really an honor because it shows me. It shows me. Thank you. What's that, Pascal? You were going to say something.
Yeah, love is in every one of us.
I love you. Absolute, eh?
It is us.
Ah, thank God I'm around these. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's not something you reach for.
Hey, yes.
Yeah. Something that's already in there.
Nothing you need to
inside.
force either. Nothing you need to force. Let me tell you, man, nothing to force. Eh? It's just, it shows up and you know what's lovely? When it shows up, you just know. You just know, baby. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you have to say. You just know. And that gets you going, man. That should get you going. Yeah, that's what gets you going. Take that wheel. Take that red pull. Take the wheel. Take the red pull. You know, in the matrix, you take the red pull or the blue pull. I take the red pull. Yeah, I take in the red pull, baby. Yeah, I'm going places. Yeah, I'm going places.
And everything that comes up that it's not love for yourself or others.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have room
it's
for
not
it.
you.
Woo!
So let it come up
Hallelujah. Yes.
and let it go. Just be the awareness of it.
Yeah, that's it. And I love that because you
Unless
see,
you want to keep it.
No. And that's another thing. It's nothing for you to say or do because you know why? Some people just don't know how to express it. Really don't. They don't know how to express it. So when you in that state of being, it's very hard for them to also express it because but if you give it enough room, you don't need to say anything. Just give it room. You know, let it figure it out. No, honestly, let it figure it out.
Yeah, give it space.
And
sit with
give
it.
it space. Sit with it, and then you go, okay, cool. Yeah, but it doesn't move you. You see, it doesn't have to. You don't have to. There's nothing most important in no fixing here, because we're not broken. Hey, we've got to remember that we're not broken. This is the blessed part. So we can just like bring the greatness, our genius, and our gifts out, and that's it. Yeah. And let's get physical. That's what I mean. Let's get physical. Physical. Yeah. More showing. Yeah, more showing. I'm telling you. Increase health to each other. Who doesn't? Oh, I want more of that. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, I want more of that. I want that. Oh, I want to experience it as long as I can in this body. I'm now. Yeah, that's what I want to experience. This is what I want to experience. I am experiencing it. Yeah. Yeah. That's the beauty of it. It feels so good.
Good evening,
Oh,
Ellie.
Hey, evening, Ellie.
Yeah, I want to invite Ali into the space today.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Welcome. And
Welcome.
I want to just get this out quickly because I'm out walking with Maureen, my neighbor, and we're going to split off here in a couple minutes. So I just wanted to acknowledge that and let you know that. And
Thanks.
welcome Ellie today. Yeah,
Oh,
it is nice.
thank
Yay,
you.
Ellie.
Big love.
That's right. That's right. Big love, baby. That's right. Are you leaving us, Craig? You getting off the call?
No, I'm not leaving, but Maureen is.
Okay, Maureen.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for spending time with us, Maureen. It was great to
Thank
hear your
you.
voice. Anything you would like to share?
Mm.
If not, have a wonderful day.
Yes.
Hopefully I can share your energy another day, Maureen.
Yeah.
So we have words for this morning: connecting, elevating love, expanding time,
Illusion.
expanding play.
And I would add peaceful.
Peaceful. Pascal's back. Let's see, back on vacation.
Back on vacation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the real vacation.
That's right.
Yeah,
San Francisco, right?
Yeah, I just came back from San Francisco, but I felt it wasn't like real vacation. It's interesting. Eh?
Well, welcome home.
Thank you. It's good to be home. Yeah, after like a 3 hours sleep, 3.5 hours, I think. Yeah, our flight was delayed and stuff. So it's good to be here.
Allie, how was your day?
Had a really good day today. Had a really good day today, an enlightening day today. Everything's just flowed today. I guess I set that expectation out this morning in my meditation for things to flow today because I was running the clinic at the hospital and it did today. It's been a really good day considering how short staffed we were. So yeah, I'm glad it's over.
How many times in the day did you acknowledge that it was flowing?
Do you know, I did a few times. I actually did acknowledge a couple of times today, you know, when I got responses off patients when they came in to say like what a good experience they'd had. Or there was another lady had also said that, you know, she felt that we had given her the best care. That really hit home today because that was the intention that I set for the day, for the team. So it was good.
That means you're close.
What does it mean?
I think it just connects into, you know, we'll find what we're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, you set that intention. It's like, oh, you're not sure how it's going to show up. You're not sure what it looks like, what it means. You don't know the specifics. And how could we? All we do is know it in the moment. It's like, oh, there it is. Point it out. That's the awareness.
Yeah.
And then it comes up and it's like, oh, is that what I wanted? Right? Is it fulfilling? Is it like producing the outcome? If it is, I keep doing that. If not, adjust.
It's when something happens, something good or bad, and then you can actually pinpoint the emotion that caused that.
Yeah, those are the easy ones, huh, Ellie?
Yeah. Especially when it's things that have went wrong or things that's happened. Something happens and you think, God, that was my state of mind at that point in time.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Very, very welcome.
That is what I was looking for.
Yeah. The universe really does give you more of what you think about.
Yeah. Yes. And what you're
And I-
feeling.
Yeah, where you put your attention is where your energy grow.
Yeah.
In anything.
And the more that people could see that, that is the importance of generating, playing, seeing, looking for love. And we create more of it. It expands, it builds, it grows. And I mean love by everything that would fall underneath loving the connections, loving one another.
Yeah.
And that feeling, like flowing, it's like, oh, you said, I want flowing to be like this. And you imagined ways that it would be flowing. They didn't specifically show up like that. And maybe they did.
That's right. Because what comes up for me, you know, with that love, it's so it's like, yeah, love, you know, all that. It's actually what we are, what we're all striving for. To the end of the day, that's the truth. But what was the opposite is that we were always compared. There's always competition. There's always comparisons. Oh, I wish I could be. Oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
Where you could just love the person for what they're doing and how they're doing it. And if it works for them, it could also work for you if you put it to practice. So the whole thing of what others have or don't have, you have just as much, but you've not allowed the love for yourself, because it starts with you, your relationship with you. And then you'll be able to realize, oh, it's so easy. How come this is, because it's always been you. It's always been you.
But that self-sabotaging part always wants to come back. It's like every time you grow that little bit more and then you know, the universe yields to you and gives you your wildest dreams. And then this part of you is like, tries to self-sabotage it and think of all the different ways it could go wrong and all the reasons why you shouldn't have it.
Yeah, because it's almost, that's the thing where I call it the senile mind, you know, the ego mind. It wants to always, it's just wants to figure everything out. But when you get to a place where you can saturate yourself in that, knowing that this is what it is, and allowing yourself to feel the satisfaction, man. Feel it. It doesn't need to be, running 10 miles. If you can walk around the block, give yourself that.
Yeah.
That love. Oh, I can't do it because I don't have this much time. No, you have all the time that you can absolutely desire. It's prioritizing. Because let me tell you something. If somebody really wants to be with you, they'll be with you.
Yeah,
they're as busy as they are busy. Oh, they're very busy here. Busy. They will make a way. And I speak for men now. Men want to be in your life, they will be there. High sky, my dear. Climb those mountains and swim
and
those
even
rivers.
friends.
Like my mothers used to say. Yeah, but let's just talk about what I'm feeling, because this is what it's feeling about. and friends too, for sure. You know, a connection. If they really want to connect with you, they'll find a way to connect with you. It's nothing personal also, but they'll find a way.
And don't you just
know?
love it when the universe gives it to you, when you think about someone on the other side of the world and then they
and then
phone
it
you
happens. Yeah.
or they message you. Like,
yeah.
I love it when that happens.
Yeah. It's connecting, energetically connecting,
Or down the street.
telepathic, or down the street, or whatever it is, you know, this connection that we're doing right now. It's happening right now as we speak. We're on a call, but energetically we are connecting. How powerful is that? And we're
It's
all over the
amazing.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, yeah.
Beautiful.
And you know another thing is what I realize about expectations, when you think that you expect something from someone because for whatever reasons, because you would like it, because they're not giving to you what you expect. But that's all they can give at the time. That's another thing. Have you ever looked at it like that? Like, that's all they could give at this time. They're working out their own things, you know?
Yeah.
It's you always think it's about you. What did you do wrong? Or I must be like this, or I must give this to prove that no. Just be how you choose to be, showing up how you want to show up, but in the same time, knowing that the other person's only doing the best they can. If you think about that, they're doing the best they can.
They can. Yeah.
Don't you?
You mean do the best you can?
Don't you?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Don't you?
Every day.
What does that mean, don't you?
Don't you try to do the best you can every day?
Amen. Isn't that profoundly the truth?
It's not like you try to make a mistake or try to throw things off or
That's
try
right.
to.
You're doing your best. Yeah.
And if we don't
Isn't
give
that
people
just
that
beautiful?
credit,
Oh my God, thank you. Yes. Like if you think about the past, you did the best you could at that time. You really did. You did the best that you knew how. Could it measure how it wasn't good enough? Yeah, of course. But you still did the best you could. So that is the forgiving part. And when
only
somebody
you
comes
look
up
back,
to you, yeah, I'm on. Yeah. Yeah.
only in
healing.
reflection is it, you can measure it.
Yeah.
Only in hindsight.
Oh my God, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm celebrating here. I'm just like, it couldn't get higher than this, eh? I'm just telling you how I'm feeling. This to me is everything. Yes. Call it over the top, call it like she's on mask. I don't care. This is what I'm driving on now, man. Watch out. Watch out. That's all I gotta say. This is what I'm really like, this energy right now. Ooh. This is what I've wanted to explore. This is what I've wanted to explore, man. And I finally can open it up and just be. Yeah, this is what I've always wanted to experience. Have you ever had that? Always wanted to go somewhere, and then you finally get there and you go, okay, cool. Now I know how it feels. And it's not the destination. It's not the destination because it's still a journey. Yeah. As long as we're in this body, we're gonna just enjoy the journey. Because it doesn't end. This doesn't have to end. Yeah, it's just a continue flow. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Full circle. And how can you express this if you haven't got others to express it with, that want to celebrate this with you? They do not envy this. They do not want to take it away. They don't want to crush it. They don't want to stamp over it. They don't want to walk over it. They don't want to call it a name. They just embrace it with you. And I am feeling that, I'm feeling that. Yeah, I'm feeling that love. I'm feeling loved. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. From the masculine and the feminine side, from all, from four sides, direction. Yeah, yeah. Mm. And you know what I love even more? I love even more. You say, "Tell me more." Tell me more. Tell me more. Is there anything else? Tell me more. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because our emotions take us off a roller coaster, yeah? When we're feeling, and then we get off our feelings because we go, oh, that's just a feeling. And now this person did this, and now we got to feel that. No, no, no. No, no, no. You don't have, that's just the emotion. You can allow it and go, you know, but it doesn't mean that you have to stop the love. You can say, okay, I'm a little like, that's a little like, okay, you know, it's not really something I want to feel right now, but okay, yeah, I understand. Mm.
Hmm.
You know, it's just so, it's so inviting to be in a space where you could just say, you know, and like disagree with you or say no to you or say I don't agree or whatever, you know.
Love will always like alchemize any emotion.
That's it. Love over, yeah, that's it. Overcomes, it overtakes. It overtakes it. You know, it can be quite invasive here when somebody's like in your face and they're like really going their gums with you. And like they're just telling that they're just speaking it out there. It's like, whoa. And then you go look at it and go, okay. Well, thank you for sharing that one with me. At least now I know we what's going on here, because people can also pretend. They pretend, yeah. You know, they put on a pretense, but you can't. I see right through it now. It's like, but you know what I do like is when something like that happens, you can look at it and say, "I love you." And they go in and they keep going and say, "No, I love you." You can't fight it. You just fight with yourself then.
We've all learned to put facades on.
Yeah, we have there.
It was safer.
Yeah. And pleasing, you know, and pleasing others, you know, because what is real
Rewards.
love? Yeah, people manipulate the love where only if you do this for them, they don't love you. And then they only love you when you get validated, you know, if they're doing something, yeah, for you.
And they're doing their best.
Love is what, yeah, love is also, yeah, but love is also being abused.
doing their
Love has
best.
also been abused.
Yep.
Mm. Mm.
It's on a spectrum.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Everything is on a spectrum.
Mm.
And
You see,
it's
yeah,
so
that's
much that
it.
everything is what's similar
Thank
and
you.
what is different.
Wow.
And for whatever reason, we've been compelled, we focus on the differences. And just as easy, we could focus on the similarities. Because tension, right, that magical thing of tension that creates, exists in both of them.
Hey, that's it.
It's whatever we focus on, whether it's the similarities or the differences, is what we will
God,
see.
thank you. I'm feeling the release. Woo. Oh, my Lord, thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah, so
So
good.
we can focus on how we're similar, how we're the same. And even we can focus on how uniquely different we are.
Totally, yeah.
Each one of us.
Wow.
And for whatever reason, society is focused in on negative differences. That
Yes.
separates us. That doesn't
Yes.
connect. That doesn't bring us together.
Yes.
It separates.
Yes. Hate. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah.
That appears to be the lesson in this time.
And yeah, and judgment is the absence of love.
Mhm.
You know, when that made me realize, am I loving that person or am I actually out of love? That's the question I give myself now. What state of being am I? What am I thinking and feeling here about this situation, this person? Am I love right now or am I out of love? Those are the two things. You're either in love with it or you're out, in the sense of where are you? Where's your thoughts here about this? It's that's as simple as that. It's not complicated. Are you loving or are you not loving? That's it. You have to ask that question. And it will stop you and it'll make you think. How do you want to now deal with this, huh? Because that is the language of love. That is your heart. That is your truth. That's who you are. And when you are not in that, you are not your truth. You are not in your heart. And you're not going to resolve anything. It will just come around in different ways. Till you say, okay, I love you. I love you. I love you. Just for who you are. Just for who you are. My Lord. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I couldn't be any belonging than I am here right now.
Can't be any more belonging than I am
Yeah,
right now.
I really, I'm telling you, this has given me wings to fly, like Red Bull. Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you wings, baby.
Wings. Wings to give you fly. Red Bull gives you wings to fly. Oh, that's so good. It's energy, man. It's energy. It's just energy. That's it. What you want to give, what you want to receive. It's all your energy. Energy doesn't lie. Energy. Boom. Energy speaks before you even speak. Energy. We're all energy. We are conscious creators. We're energy.
I love that.
Energy. Energy creators, baby. Yeah. Woo. And when we come together, oh.
Her energy took her right out of the call.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought it was
That
me
was
that lost
interesting.
it. I honestly thought it was me that had lost you guys there, and I was devastated because I was just thinking of the last words that were seen. And then I flicked my phone and I seen your handsome face, Jessie, and I was like, yay, I'm still here.
I jumped off. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
We
I
lost
think it was
you,
my energy.
literally.
I think literally
That's
my
what we
energy.
just said.
Oh my God, it's my energy. It's just switched off.
That's it, man. You were vibing that high.
Crazy. I'm telling you, I'm vibrating.
That's the
like
universe
it's no one's
playing with
business.
you, Nikki.
Nikki,
Playing and
yeah.
having fun.
I'm telling you, it's like when Craig says playful, because I've had to, it's just playful now because the practice, the work, whatever, blah, blah, is now coming to a place where it's my childlike. It's just being me, childlike, and not childish, but childlike, right?
Yeah.
Just childlike, And so, I don't know what happened, but thank you. I'm on again. Yeah, honestly, it's a dream. This is my dream. This is really my dream. Like, people always think about big things, big, whatever. No, this is my dream. I'm living the dream.
You're happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm choosing
that.
to. I'm choosing it because, nothing is always working out for us. We must understand.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, don't go, oh, she's like, so the happiness comes with having to have this experience that I
getting to hang around Manhattan.
I've been choosing this. I've been choosing this for
Manhattan.
But I've been choosing this, for a very, very long time. And like I said, the timing is as Jess mentioned, now timing. I always knew the timing. I don't know when it will come, but the timing's coming. It's gonna come. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because before you receive, before you receive, you gotta let go. You know what I mean? Before you receive, you gotta let go. And letting go of that old identity, letting go of your old beliefs, letting go of the limitations, letting go, like Craig mentioned. How do you know that was a fault? How do you know that was a disability? How do you know? It's because I perceived it. Maybe I took it into knowing that that's what I believed, because I was, you get told something. And if you don't know, you just believe it and then you act on it. And then it's just like a program. But then you realize that, no, this is what I love to do, and I'm doing it. And things that that were very hard in the beginning, and now it's become very enjoyable.
And it's the tuning in. It's the actual tuning into the superconscious, and actually knowing the signs when you see them, because they're all there. Oh man, it's funny. It's exciting when you tune into it.
Makes room. That's part of it. It's like we're looking to make room, and we can make room by noticing, oh, I'm focusing on the differences. Oh, I could focus, I could teach myself, I could play with the similarities. Similar, Power of attention.
Yeah.
Structural tension. Yeah, structures create things.
My word for today is illusion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm still on the fence about this illusion. When they say that everything that you see is an illusion and you make it up as you go along. Like, that's kind of hard to get your head round, I think.
No
But
kidding.
the signs are there when you actually tune into it and you look and you think that's not going to be there and it's not there. And you think that's going to be there and it's there. Or do you know what I mean? Am I being silly?
No, I know what you mean.
Always.
You do.
I know
I'm
what you mean.
So
I know
fucking
what you
glad
mean.
know what I mean.
Yeah, this is also a very clear direction to know that everything's delusional. It's not what you think. Yeah.
That's how we may as well just make the most of it.
Yeah, that's it. Make the most of it. Absolute. Yeah.
Every single day. There's no point in stressing about what's going to happen in the future. Let's just get past the day. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Through the day.
yeah, it's very freeing. Like it's just a nice way of living. It's a nice way of being. Let's put it like that. It's a nice way of being. And like Pascal's word for the day is peace. It's a nice way of being in peace with everything.
Inner peace. Yeah.
Yeah, just have, just find everything in every way that what is interesting. That a conversation that I had with two elderly men last night, it was very interesting. I was like blown away. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, the wisdom that came out of that. Oh my God, it was just beautiful.
Your illusion created the space for it.
Yeah.
Or takes it away.
Yeah.
Do that
And
again.
the connection.
I missed what you said there, Jessie, because of the clicking in the background.
The illusions, is that space where Nikki had a wonderful experience with those gentlemen was based on the space that she was creating for it. It's how she saw the illusion. Because we could see he's like, this is going to be a waste of time, and then it would be.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mute you, Pascal. Or she's like, no, she looked at it and it's like, I wonder, right? I'm going to play with this time.
Yeah, there's it.
And it's that either both of those are spaces we can choose.
Oh my God, how powerful is that? How powerful is that?
That choice creates the reality.
That's
what I hear
it.
as that's the illusion. Because it can be either way. It's how we focus, how we orient to it.
Yeah. It's almost like coming into this group and it's like playing basketball. A real NFL player, he doesn't think that he's going to get it in. He expects it to get it in.
Yeah.
He expects it to get it in. Yeah?
Yeah.
Isn't that? Yeah. Or the same NFL player plays golf. He also gets a championship there. He also wins. But they ask him, which is the most exciting goal? Like, is it the basketball or is it the golf? He says, no. The basketball, he expects to get it in. Golf, he's just doing it. And if he gets it in, it's so do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the intentionally of expecting of something good gonna come out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is profoundly open. And I'm telling you, I walked away with so much laughter and knowing that these two people have got such life experience and so much wisdom. I mean, I was just blown away. And they also felt very full when I left because, they could tell their stories. But it was beautiful because it was a lovely connection,
That was the word I
beautiful.
had for it.
Yeah, it's just that, yeah. So. And what I love, and I think Craig and Jez and all of us, and Pascal and you, what we're working out now is what is really unexpectedly what's coming up, because when we get to talk, we get not only to talk for the talk, but we get to talk what's really in our hearts. So when we get to talk, you go, wow, where did that come? Because that's supernatural. That is superconscious speaking. This is why it's this broadcast, this session is different to all the other sessions and all the other broadcasts out there in the world. And I'm telling that for a fact. Because that's right, yeah. It's superpower, baby. We're tapping into superconscious. We are tapping to change. Embracing it. And who else would you want to be?
Yeah.
Where else do you want to be? Oh, ask that question. So yeah. And it started with one person deciding what could be the possibilities if I just go and share this and not do it alone. What is the possibilities here? What are all the possibilities? And look at us, we're all here because of one. Wow. And now we get to experience it. Wow. Wow. And look at all the possibilities of actions that we have done too.
Yeah, it all started with a desire and an intention.
Yeah. So listen to the desires of your heart. Listen. It will never steer you wrong. It will never steer you wrong. And it is absurd because it's going to sound absurd. You know, oh yeah, really? Who's going to join me? Look. Look now. Look. Yeah, man. This to me is like masterclass, yeah, baby. Because what are all the possibilities of actions that can I take? And you know how many? And then I ask myself this question. In all the possibility ways, how can I achieve this? Now we're talking. Yes. Oh, and for what it's worth, listen, I've been vulnerable here. I've allowed my heart to be open, yeah, because if you listen to the recodes, I go, oh, help me, God Almighty, give us mercy. But you know what? I say, hey, this is vulnerability. This is being vulnerable. This is being vulnerable. This is vulnerable. Yeah. And I thought vulnerability was weakness. Don't show your weakness. If you show your weakness, they're not going to like you. Yeah. They're going to try to change that.
Take you down. Yeah.
Take you down. And I really, honestly, I had enough of that. So for me to experience this and then come into a place where my heart true desire was to be authentic. To have authenticity, like open.
Yeah.
And I now realize that I have spilled everything. Like there's nothing that I hold back if I think about it. And then I go, wow, it's in that moment that I allowed myself to give space for something new. Because I had to know that if I'm going to embrace something new, I had to let go of the old. I cannot bring it along with me. I cannot bring it along with me.
And we don't want to either.
Yeah, but no, we don't. No, we don't. Yeah.
We're not available for that shit. Gotta let it go.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm telling you, it's like hitting it in a net. In every time you hit it in the net, you just expect now. It's something I'm not expecting for something, but I just know that, you know, it's just what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
It's
have
gonna
to go my way either. That's another thing.
It's going to be yes. It's going to be
And
not right now.
not right now.
And it'll be or it'll be not how I think, how I expect.
Yeah.
There's
Hey.
something better for you. There's something better coming. There we go.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Woo,
When
I
something
love
doesn't
that.
work out, there's something better out there for you.
Yeah.
And
If it
that's
didn't
the
work out that
faith.
way, something bigger and better.
Yeah. That's the real faith. Yeah. That's when you really surrender and say, I can let it go. I can put it to rest. I do not have to chase it. I do not have to beat it to a pole. I do not have to beg it. Yeah. It's just, thank you, God. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And put my focus in something that I'm choosing.
Yeah. Something that you're choosing to create just for the sake of wanting to create it, just because you would love to create it.
Isn't that just words that are like heavenly? Let me tell you, that what you just said now rang through my ears. I cannot hear it more. I cannot hear it enough. I cannot hear it enough. I want that on repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. I can't get enough of that. Because when I say to myself, what do I want? It's baffled me. What do I want? Like, could I have what I want? Oh, really? Oh, me? And then I thought, okay, what do you want to create? Even better. Then I think, oh my God, yeah. And then you go like, just because you love it for no other reason. I have to repeat that because it has to ring in your ears. That has to ring like the bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Are you awake? Are you awake? Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Running a marathon. Ding, ding. The first time you run a marathon, you have to ring the bell, baby. You gotta ring the bell. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? You finish the race, you can ring the bell. And it's not the race because it's just an event. It's not the event that makes you. It's just an event. It's just an event. You are not the event. You are just doing the event. You get to keep on.
Yeah.
Doing another event, practicing for that event. Yeah.
Because we never get it done. According to
we
Abraham,
never get it done, and we're never
going
to get it finished, and it's never going to be finished. That's the beautiful thing about this race, this rat race of human race, or whatever you want to call this race. It's never going to be finished till you say.
And you know what? I was listening to a podcast on the way to work the other morning. Abraham Hicks says that there's contrast. There's contrast in the non-physical. Can you believe that? There's even contrast in the non-physical. She was like, there's contrast everywhere. And I was like, whoa.
Now, I need you to go deeper with that. So what do you mean by contrast in the non-physical? What are you saying there? Can you explain that?
So like the contrast in the physical world, which is our fears that stop us from creating. Because according to Abraham Hicks, energy is just energy that flows to you. So as soon as you line up with it, the energy comes, and it's the law of attraction. That's just the way it is, whether you believe that or not. And I believe it because I follow her and I love her. So she said that there's contrast like that in the non-physical still. There's still contrast, so they've got to fight to become, not fight, that's the wrong word. They've got to, what's the word I'm looking for? They've got to come into the alignment as well, to come forth into the leading edge of creation, which is us.
Yeah, they have to oppose to combine.
Have I said that right, Craig?
Yeah, they need to oppose to combine. Yeah, because opposites are actually complementary.
Yeah. Yeah.
but they're a contrast, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Which takes me to this gene key thing. What's the Sidians? The Sidians, they're not the, what I was confused with that. I thought I was going to get it as I read on to the book, and
Yeah.
I'm still confused.
Yeah, each gene key is a
Yep.
spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay, the lower frequency energy in that spectrum is the shadow.
Right.
Okay, the gift is like a medium and middle frequency, and the city is a high frequency.
Oh, right. Okay, that
So
makes
if you
sense
take,
now.
David Hawkins, what does he call it? His map of consciousness, or that consciousness scale.
Yeah.
It's the same. Okay, you got fears at the bottom.
Yeah.
Fear is a low frequency, and at the top you've got, I forget which word he uses,
Like
but
joy.
it's love or joy or something like
Yeah.
that at the other end of the frequency, at the other end of the spectrum. Okay,
Yeah.
so that map is a spectrum as well, and they're all, all of these, each one of the gene keys has its own spectrum.
So like the city, the seventh Sidium, the seventh city. It was really interesting. That's what I was learning about, and I was like, that sounds like me. I feel like that might be one of my numbers. But then I was confused because I thought it was a gene key number that I was looking for, that I was gonna kind of associate things with. That's what I was kind of looking for as I started reading the book.
Yeah.
It's interesting that
if that energy, if you read that and that energy seems familiar to you, it's probably in your chart somewhere.
Yeah, I was thinking that, Jet. I'm gonna have to do it now.
Yeah.
But why didn't you ask Superconscious, Ali?
Well, she already did. That's why it showed up as familiar.
Did she? I heard you answering, but did she? Did she answer? Did you ask Superconscious, Ali?
I must have unconsciously done it because I didn't intentionally do it.
No, then you didn't. So let's just get straight to the point here. You didn't ask Superconscious. You didn't ask the question. You see, you actually have the answers. I know the books are empowered, and I know that all these things give us, like the stars and the astrologists and all these things are telling us who we are and what's our character and all this. But deep down, you're more than that.
I love
you know
this,
what
Nikki.
I mean?
Keep going.
Yeah, no, it's the truth. It's really, honestly, this is the truth. You're more than that. There's so much more to you than what the G says or the astrologist or what reading out of your palm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the point. It's just a doorway. It's a doorway into exploring what that actually means for you. Right?
Yeah, what I'm asking Ali is that the questions that I just mentioned, the questions that I just announced very clearly about, let me go, in all the possible ways, how can I achieve this? What are all the possibilities? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean achieve this?
What the heart wants is what the heart wants. If you ask what you want to how to make anything, how to contact someone, how to interact, how to know something, you can go within yourself and ask Superconscious, show me all the possibility ways.
And this is what you said to yourself last week. I'm going to say that to myself tomorrow morning in my meditation. And what else? What other ways?
Yeah, but you've been saying that all along. You've been asking that question all along, Ali.
Yeah.
For as long as I've known,
but has she listened to her own heart? Has she listened to
Well,
her
yeah,
own
she
heart?
is listening to her own heart.
Yeah.
That's
I have.
exactly what
Sure.
I'm saying. I've been observing that ever since I met Ellie.
Thanks, Craig.
Yeah, and it hasn't necessarily been conscious, but that question's always been there.
Mm.
You know, I've known it's there.
Mm.
Then it's conversations and sessions like these where we do open up and we expand, you know.
Well, yeah,
So
and
we-
yeah, and
Yeah.
and there's not just one answer. There's an ever expanding answer to an ever expanding question. That's just,
an ever-expanding
you know,
universe.
that's the journey we're on, right? That's
Yeah.
the adventure of it. So every once in a while we stop and play with a few things that show up,
Yeah.
but the question's always there, and the question keeps expanding, and the answers are always there, and they keep expanding.
Well, my own experience where I am, this is my experience, in not thinking what others are thinking or what they're thinking, what they're telling me, is what I question it myself now. See, I am curious enough to question it for myself now, because it's just something that I know I have the answers, in the sense when I go within. Because that's not
So you
just
trust
me.
your judgment now.
It's not only trust the judge. Yeah, trust the judgment. I think that's a practice. But most importantly, to come into this place that knowing that we all have that. We all have that access. We're all super conscious. We're all powerful. We're all creators.
Yeah.
There's no respecters of persons here. No one's favored on another.
Yeah.
We are equal, as Jesse mentioned, very clear, open introduction. Love is equal. We are equal. And here we get to explore that now, because it's very exciting, because it's a confirmation. Like yesterday, I read that 3 things. I got answers. And then I had this incredible shift where I questioned it with knowing. I went into my heart, our super conscious. Like I heard that before, you know, you got a yes and a no, and then maybe not now, you know, not now. It's not giving a no, but it's not giving a yes. Not now, maybe later it's coming. And so when these things happen in life, when you do get in a state of wanting to know something, and pain is involved, and it's really hurting, this is where a lot of things can go wrong or right for you. But when you get to the place where you go and you say, okay, what do I need to know? Yeah, you can actually throw out the question. Like we're throwing out questions now. But when you really can go into your own power, because you are powerful, you go into that and you tap into it. Nothing, no one will be able to move you when you got that, when you know it for yourself. Like when you say, when the door closes, something better is coming. So I knew that as going through my journey, when things were closing doors, rejection or whatever, you know, I knew that unconsciously knew that something better is coming. That's what kept me going. Because I said, by your word, God, by your word, I will obey you. Because obedience is better than a sacrifice. And that's what kept me going. So unconsciously, yeah, you get to know all these models and processes and things, how to hack yourself quick. Yeah, it helps. But when you tap in to the resource of who you truly are, then pancake, slap it down. You get to enjoy it. Then you get to really enjoy it. No confusion. There will be no confusion. You won't be running around. You know, you'll just know. energy creator. That's power, and that is truth. And all that I say, thank you for this, knowing that this is what is worthwhile, the journey. This is worthwhile, the journey. You are mute, can't hear you.
Thanks, Nikki. It's what you were speaking about is regaining, like stepping into our power. It's like that illusion. If
Yes.
we're powerless, it's like it's so deep in us that that's where we grant our power. We're just so used to giving our power away
Yes.
as looking
Yes.
for it out there.
Yes, always.
And Nikki,
giving our power away.
what you're talking about is we're stepping in and recognizing that the
That's
power's within.
That's
The
it.
answers are within.
That's it.
And yes, we use those things out there as guides, as spaces, as ways to question, ways to explore possibilities, to open space. And that's what connecting with people does. It's open space to their wisdom, how they see it. Allows us to see it differently.
Yeah. It's nothing wrong or right. It's nothing wrong or right. It's just a discovery, because everything's just discovering. We're just discovering who you are. We are discovering and remembering who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were whole and we were complete and we were in our own. Nothing was missing till we came an individuality, and then we thought we were separate. Because we had to experience what was hot and cold. You know? Because if we could experience everything.
What's different?
What is the difference? And so that's where we get to really like have that's why it's a journey. So yeah, where you are is just where you are. There's nothing wrong with that. You are where you are. You're in the right place. That's the beauty of everything. You're just where you need to be. Acknowledge that. It's a beautiful place to be, to acknowledge that you are just where you need to be.
And it's how we orient to that truth.
Yeah.
It's like you can either say, it's like you either like where you're at or you don't.
Yeah, is it.
It's as simple as that.
I love that. It's so to me, this is fresh, eh? This is what I seek, what I found. This is what I seek. So yeah, the seeking part is very important. You have to seek it to want to find it. You have to be open enough.
Because then it just opens another door.
Hey, there's it.
Another door, and another
door, and another door.
And
oh my
God. We call that progress along the journey.
It's so much fun.
Or it's like if we're constantly pulling out the differences, we're not continuing on our journey. We're stuck in our journey.
Oh my God.
We're stuck right where you're at. And that is a reality too.
Yeah.
That's part of the illusion.
Yeah. I love it. I'm just so in love right now. It's just beyond me. It's overtaken. I'm overtaken. It's just I honestly, it's like, you know when they say walk the walk, like walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Mhm.
That's been a long time in my absolute saying. If you want to say, when I verse out things, I've always said, let me walk the walk and let me not just talk the talk. Let me really walk it. Let me be it. Like, let me just be that. Mm.
And we think it gets easier, and the
No, it
way it
doesn't.
does,
Doesn't
but
the
it
new
way
doesn't.
it does.
challenges
No,
come.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it
yeah,
doesn't, my dear. That's another thing. That's the tension.
Yeah. And the
If you
tension
want
to
to,
create
yeah,
something bigger, something bigger.
That's the
Yeah.
Right?
tension.
that's the tension. That's the tension that
Mhm.
wants to seek resolution. Yeah, but that's when you really say, can I hold in? Can I hold out to see it through? Because that's where we give up. Mm. And I speak this for myself, because I'm doing things that I actually like. Yeah, let me tell you straight up, I'm not qualified. I'm not qualified, but I'm qualified because it's what I'm doing. And so, it can only come from knowing this part where I can rise above, from my logical mind, from my own human experience, and say, what is coming up for me? What is really,
Mm.
it's, I mean, I feel like,
Mm.
yeah, I
Who
just, I don't,
who
yeah,
determines qualified?
that's another thing. Hey, there's it. Yesterday. Yeah. Oh my God, isn't that just,
All qualified means is that you're going to produce what's already there.
oh, there's it. There's it. There's it.
And yes, that is what our society here looks for lowering risk, so that is someone qualified so that they can continue to produce the same outcome. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, who in the heck wants the same outcome?
Yeah,
So many
no,
people
thank you.
do. So many people do. Because they just want it the same because it's good enough now. They don't want it worse. So what are they avoiding? Worse. And so then what will you get? Worse.
Hey, drop it there. Drop it there. There's it. There's it. That's it.
And you can
That's
just
it.
see, I'm with you. It's like you can just see. It's like, well, that's why avoiding doesn't work.
Wow.
We haven't seen the pattern well enough yet to pop out of it. To stop asking, well, shit, qualification really doesn't matter. What matters more is passion. Passion to produce that outcome. I'd take that over qualifications every day.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
And so just in that, we can see how, we give the power to the qualifications. We give the power to someone else that
That's
set the
right.
qualifications. We set we say, they're above us, right? They're higher than we are. So that I can't see there's the difference. We've created a difference, not a similarity, but we're focusing on the difference.
Wow.
There's tension, structural tension is in everything.
Not bad.
It's in tensions in the disequilibrium. It's in the similarities, it's in the differences. It's how we orient to it, it's how we view it, it's how we create the reality of it. It's like thirsty is structural tension. And we think about it, it's like, oh, when are you only aware of it? Well, when you don't have enough.
You know, what came up for me now, just quickly, I want to bring something up that it's with that knowing, when I lost everything. I'm in South Africa now, in my homeland. Literally for the last 5 years, I was working for something and I lost it all. I literally lost it all. And I was left literally with nothing, like nothing, only the clothes on my back. So when I say that, I had to go from having a, whatever, 3 or 4 bedroom house, just for example, with a pool and all that. I had to go into literally in a bedroom, one room, little room, sharing a house. Yeah. Sharing a house with 4 other people and literally just renting out a little room. And I had the little room right at the back room. Yeah. And when I thought this was the end of me. I mean, I actually thought this was like, it couldn't get any worse. The shame, everything. And that came with it, the failure and all that. And, when I had this knowing of me being, and I was standing in the middle of the room, and I just said, like, what is it? What do I have to learn from this? I mean, honestly, what is there really to learn from this? Because I felt I was abandoned. It was just like why? And also that emptiness of just being so, like, yeah, standing there, and what came to me, and I literally knew this pure spirit. Right there and then, I first said, this is not where I'm going to stay. Okay, that came up. I'm not staying here. I'm just passing through. That what really came to me. And this is what came up for me here. This was not in my thinking. This was what came up. Knowing I was rising above my circumstances. I didn't let my circumstances take me over. I told my circumstances, this is not where I'm staying, Pani. I'm passing through. That's number 1. And what number 2 came up for me was, if you don't mind me saying so, I'm going to make so much money that all these cracks in my room are going to be filled up. Yep. Like, I just had that feeling. It just came to me. That's number 2. And then number 3, the overwhelming of knowing that I'm not alone was the most incredible feeling, because I had this feeling of, I'm going to overcome this. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm overcoming this. This is going to be a breakthrough for me. I felt that. Honestly, by the end of that year, I had more money that I could spend. Yeah? I overcame moving out from that situation, but also enjoyed it so much because I've never felt that happier in my life. How do you like that? And the peace that came from that situation made me realize it's not my circumstances that dictates to me. I tell my circumstances. I rise above it. And not knowing that unconsciously, that was my superconscious I was operating on or operating in. And that's why I could succeed and get out of a place that I didn't want to be in, but realized that I needed to be there to experience what I can experience now. To follow, yeah. So it's a real learning experience, and I think the learning does come with a lot. To experience that, because no one can tell me that.
Mhm.
And that's not arrogant. That's my experience. That's what I experience.
And we think we know what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm. 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 Yeah.
The audacity to believe that we know what's better for someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do when we just love it. We love them.
Yeah. And have the empathy, when you really can tap into the empathy and have empathy.
You can relate
Yeah, it's
to
beautiful.
where they are.
Yeah.
Where they've been.
Yeah.
Not how it was.
Yeah.
But how it was for you.
Yeah.
And that's the uniqueness.
Yeah.
Anything before we wrap up?
Yeah, that's really, it's quite something. No, I thought this was very interesting. Once again, very interesting. Mm.
Yeah, I'll just say something about limitation that when you guys talking, what came up for me. So I was in Sonoma County in California, and like in the winery and stuff, and then like we came across like a beautiful winery. We thought it was just a house, but it was like a mansion, right? So we pulled over, and then like my wife's like, wow, look at this, this is amazing. So, and then like we park, and then we walk, and then we look at the yard, and then we're like, oh my God, imagine like, like mowing the grass and do the windows here and this and that. So we're like, but like my question before that, I was just like, because like I see like my wife was like, oh, that's what I want, right? And I'm like, why not us? Right? Like you look at this mansion, you're like, why not us? But then like all these limitation comes up, like, oh well, imagine like cleaning in the house, imagine like cleaning the yard, imagine cleaning the windows, imagine like doing the roof, whatever. So we're like, we don't really want that. We have all these limitations before to even like desire something like that. Because I'm pretty sure the owner is not thinking about the yard, is not thinking about the window, is not thinking about anything of that. And that's why he's got that. He has no limitation. And to me, that was really interesting. Like, it was like really eye opener. Like, I'm like, we self-limit ourselves. And I've got the house that I have right now because it keeps me safe. It keeps me, like I can pay my bills. I know everything, right? Like it's just like based on my wage, based on whatever. But I self-limit myself because you can have whatever you want, but you really desire it, right? Like, It's our, yeah, self-limitation or self-imposed.
Yeah, great story. Great awareness. Thanks, Pascal.
Yeah, and then the other one, like I know it's not completely related, but as we were walking in San Francisco, you know, you see a lot of interesting people, right? Like it's, you know, everywhere, right? And then they're talking about Tenderloin, right? Like the worst place and this and that. And then you look people like, you know, like they hang things on themselves, like they have tattoos, whatever, right? But it's just like when you're like really looking in who that person is at the core level, they're exactly the same as you. But they decide to attach things to themselves. And you know, I used to be judging these people that have tattoos that I didn't like, or whatever, piercing or anything like that. But then like you're like, well, they're just showing me a creative side of themselves, right? And like at the end of the day, it's just a rental suit, right? It's not who they are, right? They might be hiding something and they're showing it through their skin or whatever. But it was just like, it was really interesting to, and then like when you stop judging everyone, then like, you're like, wow, what a beautiful world, right? Like, and then, and that illusion that Nally was talking about, like you see homeless people and then like they're like 4 or 5 of them together laughing their ass off, like, you know, having so much fun. And then like you're looking at their life and be like, these guys got nothing. And we're complaining of having things, you know? Do we have to go back to have nothing to self-realize how much fun we can have without nothing?
Yeah, but throwing ourselves wholeheartedly into what we've been given brings us alive.
And yeah, the last thing I would say, I think it's far back that you guys were talking about, it was tuning in to your superconscious. We said we are superconscious. Why do we have to tune in? We already are. You know, like we think it's like an effort, like, oh, I'm gonna have to meditate, I'm gonna have to do this, that. But we are meditation. We exist before thoughts, emotion, body sensation, all that. But we're programmed that like, oh, I have to meditate for like 30 minutes or whatever. You are meditation. So just by being present, that's meditation.
There's it. Divinely.
And when we on these calls,
stepping into the awareness that you already are.
That's so beautiful, Pascal.
Yeah, it's very beautifully put. Very
beautifully put.
And very, very true. Very, very true. And that awareness is being alive. That's, to me, that's being alive. There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing for you to do than just be.
Yeah, because the goal is not like, oh, I'm going to meditate for an hour
Right, right,
and then
right.
I'll go back to my life with my self-limiting belief and then like,
Yeah,
right, for like 23 hours
yeah.
of the day. Right? The goal is to be meditating all day long. And then if in 1 hour that like you're off track, whatever, right? It's all good. You know, we're
Yeah.
having a human
Mhm.
experience, but it's like
But it's
it
the
really kind of
emotions.
shackled me like to like, oh yeah, I
Emotions.
have to meditate today. I have to meditate. You know,
Mm,
oh, I
Yeah.
didn't have time to meditate.
mm,
You
mm,
know,
mm,
oh my,
mm,
you know, Kai
mm,
was just like, oh,
mm,
I don't know. You know, I could meditate because of him, you know,
mm, mm,
but looking in
mm,
his eyes and be present with him, that's my
there's it.
meditation.
There's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an emotional state, you know. That's what I also noticed. All these things do help. They all help: prayer, meditation, exercise, stretching, whatever it is to release, because you are energy, you got to release it. But it's the emotions that we have to get into the end result with, of what you want to experience. And that is basically being in the present. I've never been so present in my life, in my absolute life. I know now what it feels like.
But there's no necessity to call it a
There's
disconnect.
there's no disconnect, is it? It is such
Well, you don't have to call
powerful.
it that. You don't have to call it that.
No,
Just because I didn't meditate today doesn't mean that I'm disconnected.
no,
Is
there's
what
a,
I'm saying.
yeah, and it's not
Because
like,
the thing is, the
can I?
truth is, you're always
Yeah,
connected.
you're always
Always
connected.
connected.
Oh
You
God,
know,
just
whether
let
you're
us
present
just
with that
shower
at the
in that.
moment or not doesn't really matter. The thing is, you're always connected.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Oh, it really is. But
And
yeah,
even if it doesn't feel like it, you're always
yeah,
connected.
yeah, there's it. Mm.
Yeah, and
This
there's no
is
effort.
very
There's
powerful.
no
No,
effort in being
oh,
connected, of
Right.
belonging or being
Well,
whatever,
it's
right?
just
We
the
all-
truth,
Yeah.
you know, like, period.
I want
you know?
more. I want more of this. This is all I'm asking. This is what I'm receiving. I just like, yeah, I want more of this. Yeah.
You're only disconnected when you say you're disconnected.
There's it. There's it. Yeah.
When you think, when
Yeah.
you do things, when you tell yourself unconsciously that you're not.
Oh, yeah, man.
And yes, we have habits
Oh,
of doing that.
yeah, man. Tag and treat that one. Yeah. Tag and treat that one. Massive
Yeah,
change in the sphere.
what you believe to be real and true is your reality.
Or the illusional.
Yeah.
And both.
It might be
Yeah.
your reality, but it's not necessarily the truth.
Hey,
No.
hey, there you go. Here we go in alignment.
But that's
Here
the
it comes.
illusion that you created.
Yes, it's so good. This is so good, right? Masterclass here, baby. We are going higher, 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 and higher, and higher, and higher. Woo! The roof is
So
off.
anytime you want, you can honor the
Yes.
truth that you're
Let's
always
go, Craig.
connected.
Let's go, Craig. Let's
Honor
go.
the truth that I'm
Mm.
always connected.
I'm leaving on that note.
Period.
Period. Put it in the book. Write that in the book. I want to read it. I want to read it. Woo! I want to read that book. Yeah, baby. Listen. Thank you. I love you. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Fucking love it.
Aw.
Right. Good
Yeah.
night.
Good night.
night to you
Sleep
all.
tight.
Good night, all.
Sleep well. Have a
Good night,
blessed,
Ellie.
blessed day, guys.
Big love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
have a
love.
good day, guys.
I'm going
night.
with you, Ellie. Hold my hand, Ellie. Hold my hand. I want to leave with you.
Okay.
I want to go where you going today, Ellie. I'm going to go sleep too. Let's go, Ellie. Okay,
Let's
love you
do
guys.
this.
Peace.
Good
Peace
night.
out.
Bye.
Good day,
Okay,
Nikki.
bye.
Oh boy. That's fascinating today. It 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 kind of took a while to come full circle, but we made it. Oh boy.
We always come back to the same point.
Yep. Yeah, we do. Thank you, Pascal, for being bold at the end there. And speaking your heart. I really appreciate you, brother.
It's just the truth.
Yeah. So you're back from California.
Hmm.
Yeah, Sonoma County. That's my old stomping grounds, man. Did you go to Santa Rosa, Sebastopol?
No. So, like a winery, or not?
No, those are towns.
Oh, okay,
Towns and
maybe,
cities in
maybe,
that county. Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. You know what I told you
Oh.
when I left high school, I joined a Jesus People group in California.
Hmm.
They were located in Sebastopol. They
Oh,
were actually, yeah, and it wasn't a winery. It was actually an estate that actually used to belong to Charles Schultz, the guy that wrote the Peanuts cartoons.
okay.
Yeah, he had donated his estate to this group,
Oh, wow.
and that's where I lived there for about 3 months. And I'm pretty sure it's in Sonoma County,
It could be. Yeah, it's big. It's big there.
but it's
for
north.
sure.
Yeah, it's north on the, on the north side of the bay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out to get my Monday started again. So have a great day.
Okay, I'm ready to go too. Thank you, Jesse.
Thanks,
Been
guys.
awesome.
All right, guys.
Thank
Welcome
you for
back,
being so
Pascal.
welcoming to Maureen. That was pretty awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great. All right,
Okay,
guys. Have
big
a
love,
wonderful day.
everybody.
Bye, all.
Bye now.
Yeah. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thanks, Pascal. Great hearing you again, Pascal.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
You too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll
Bye.
be there tomorrow.